With Kingdom Hearts 3 finally releasing this week, it's time to see the rise and fall of Kingdom Hearts titles. While this is my favorite game series, there have definitely been some bad games here, and there have been some great ones. I'll be doing only USA releases, so no Kingdom Hearts Mobile, as that was only released in Japan. I'll be ranking these games by their original release, even though I may mention a couple of things about their HD remakes. Well, I'll rank one game by its HD remake. Kingdom Hearts Recoded was a mobile game made available for the Nintendo DS. And since I'm not putting mobile game footage in my video, and it's last on the list anyway, it really doesn't matter. Recoded, to me, has always been a cash grab. It's basically Kingdom Hearts 1 with fewer worlds, breakable blocks, and the tiniest backstory that honestly everyone knew already. Well, you get one extra scene at the end, like always, but it's not worth it. It's a terrible excuse for a Kingdom Hearts title, and it's no wonder only the cutscenes are available on Kingdom Hearts 1.5 Remix. Now on Kingdom Hearts 1.5 Remix for the very first time on consoles. Kingdom Hearts Recoded, gameplay now excluded. Come watch all the cutscenes for the amazing story you already know, as well as a final bonus scene which you haven't seen, which also isn't that good. Kingdom Hearts 358.5 Days is by far the most confusing subplot in the entire series, which is really saying something. You play as Roxas, aka Sora's Nobody, as you train under Organization 13. But there's 14 members of Organization 13, because reasons. Xion is also Sora's Nobody from when Kyrie's heart was trapped inside his heart. But don't worry, in Kingdom Hearts 2.5 Remix, this game has also been turned into cutscenes only. It's almost like they knew both of these games were awful.
Huh? As long as we keep each other in our thoughts, none of us will ever have to be apart. Got it memorized?
Kingdom Hearts Point 2 Birth by Sleep, a fragmented passage, is a mouthful, so I'm just going to call it Point 2. Point 2 was great, and it left me wanting more. It's by far the shortest game in the series, just under 3 hours, but it does a really good job of wrapping up Aqua's story from Birth by Sleep. It fills some plot holes like how Xehanort knew where Ven was. Other than that though, it's the closest combat system to Kingdom Hearts 3 we will get until Kingdom Hearts 3 drops this week. The combat is amazing, by the way. It's so fluid and has some depth to it. While there's only 2 forms and 1 limit break move, if Kingdom Hearts 3's combat system is anything like this, it will be phenomenal. Also, you can dress up Aqua as a cat. Because fan service. Kingdom Hearts X, or Chi, depending on who you talk to, yes, it's a mobile game. This game made a liar out of me. I thoroughly enjoyed diving into the Kingdom Hearts universe pre-Keyblade War. The customization was massive, the gameplay was slightly enjoyable, but the amount of lore hidden everywhere in the story was what kept me going. Although back cover gets through everything lore-wise in about an hour, it was fun for me to make my own Keyblade builder and dig up the past all by myself. Also, I had to jump back in here to get my Starlight Keyblade for when Kingdom Hearts 3 drops this week, and now I'm hooked again, so that might have something to do with it. Kingdom Hearts 3D Dream Drop Distance was the only Kingdom Hearts game I have not completed 100% everything checked off. Dream Drop Distance is a great game, no doubt, but it doesn't have that thing that pushes you to find every secret, find every treasure, and do everything. Mainly because the secret boss is a pushover. Every time I fought a secret boss in a Kingdom Hearts game, it was brutal. Death after death after death. Even sometimes at max level. I'm looking at you, Sephiroth from Kingdom Hearts 1. But Julius is a joke. I died to him twice and then beat him in 5 minutes on the third try. Young Xehanort was more of a challenge. After defeating Julius, I had no reason to finish everything off to 100%. Especially leveling up all my Dream Eaters to max level on both characters. I mean, they have to know that Julius is a pushover. I mean, listen to what Sora says after he beats the hardest fight in the game.
What was that about?
I don't know, Sora, but I wish you would tell me. Look, I just wanted more from this game than what it had to offer, but the experience of flow motion at its heightened state is why this game made the top 5. Never have I had more fun transversing in any RPG than I did with this game. Once again, the combat system saved the day. I love strategy games, and Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories is no exception. It's one of the genres that's hard to get right. Make it too easy, and you will bore the player. Give it too much depth, and the player might give up, as it might take up to 100 hours to master. Chain of Memories is the equivalent of the Child's Porridge in Goldilocks. It's just right. It starts off with no depth to it. Hit attack, and hope your cards are better than the enemies. After the second floor, though, you begin to hit your stride by unlocking enemy cards, slights, which is a 3-card combo, item cards, and so much more. And then all of a sudden there's a huge jump in depth, and different ways to tackle any fight. Then you learn that cards with the number 0 may be the weakest, but they are some of the, if not, the most important cards in the game. It's an excellent experience and a must play for Kingdom Hearts fans. This was the first Kingdom Hearts game ever released, the big boy that started it all, and it was so clunky. Don't get me wrong, I love this game, but the gameplay is obviously very old. I mean, it's playable and it's pretty good for an action RPG from its time, it just didn't age well. However, the story is great, and the boss fights, and especially the secret boss fights, are some of the best in the series. When you're going toe-to-toe with Sephiroth, it is by far one of the most memorable moments in my video game history, and I know most fans feel the same. It pushes you to your absolute limit, and it's not the only fight that does that. The Phantom and Kurt Ziegler are 2 others. Plus, if you do play the 1.5 version, you also get to fight another secret boss, Xemnas the Unknown. Kingdom Hearts 1 is a masterpiece, and although the gameplay is dated, this is one of the games on the list you need to play. Speaking of things that push you to your limit, Birth by Sleep is by far the hardest Kingdom Hearts game I have ever played. Excluding Kingdom Hearts 2.5 because of all the data fights, it's still very difficult. Excluding Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories, Birth by Sleep was the first time we got to play as different multiple characters. And the best part was they actually played differently. Akko was swift and precise, Terra was more of a blunt weapon and hit real hard, and Ventus was a mix of the two, and by far the worst Keyblade stance I have ever seen. Birth by Sleep is the right mix of challenging and fun, and who doesn't want backstory on an already complicated timeline? Come on, we all knew this was here. Kingdom Hearts 2 is still my favorite game of all time. Sorry Zelda Wind Waker and Spider-Man PS4, you're gonna have to try harder if you want to top this giant. Kingdom Hearts 2 took everything in the first game that felt dated and clunky and made it flow. And it has aged extremely well. Worlds are here, new and old, with ones like Mulan, The Little Mermaid, Beauty and the Beast, and so much more. Also, once you go to a world and beat the story, that was me making air quotes by the way, eventually you'll have to come back and beat an even harder boss and explore new places in that world. It's the first game that really required you to go back to a world that was already completed, again air quotes, for more story. Also, if you play Kingdom Hearts 2.5, get ready for the hardest fight in Kingdom Hearts history with the addition of the Lingering Spirit.
Give me strength!
Thanks for watching my video. This month's charity is the ADAA, or Anxiety and Depression Association of America. They were founded in 1979, and ADAA is an international nonprofit organization dedicated to the prevention, treatment, and cure of anxiety, depression, OCD, PT, and co-occurring disorders through education, practice, and research. I have a GoFundMe page set up, and I know if you donate $1, we'll be able to help out this organization. Links for both their site and my GoFundMe will be found in the description below. While back cover gets through everything lore-wise in about an hour, it was fun for me to make my own Keyblade wheeler. My own Keyblade wheeler, honey.